It is Monday, January 11th, 2021, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we are recapping the first two nights at the Wild West Shootout. We've got results from Talladega's Ice Bowl. Brock Zierfoss grabbed himself a championship. There's some news from MAVTV, and we go deep on picks and prediction for tonight's opening night at the Chili Bowl. So let's jump in. Saturday and Sunday, we got the first two rounds of the Wild West Shootout for super late models out at Arizona Speedway. On Saturday, it was all Jonathan Davenport. He had to contend with Ricky Thornton Jr. for much of the night, with RTJ briefly taking the lead with 9 laps left. But Davenport jumped to the top, grabbed the lead back, and drove away to the opening night win. Thornton finished second, Brian Shirley third, Chris Simpson fourth, and Cody Laney was fifth. It was a strong start to 2020 for Davenport, who finished third in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points in 2020. And it looks like Ricky Thornton Jr. and Brian Shirley are picking up right where they left off last season. RTJ was the hottest driver with Lucas over the final 5 races, and Shirley grabbed championships with both the Summer Nationals and Mars Series last year. On Sunday at the Wild West Shootout, it was Jason Fager and Jason Papich who led the field to green, but it wasn't long before we saw the same names up front from Saturday. Jonathan Davenport grabbed the lead by lap 7 after starting 5th, and Brian Shirley and Ricky Thornton Jr. were quickly to 2nd and 3rd behind him. By halfway, Davenport had built a huge lead over Thornton, who had moved to 2nd, but lap traffic allowed RTJ to close. With 16 to go in the 40-lapper, Thornton cleared Davenport down the front stretch for the lead and was able to drive away. He then survived a late restart to grab the win on night 2 over Davenport, Mike Marlar, Brian Shirley, and Jason Fager. Thornton was obviously strong Saturday night as well, but whatever changes they made to his machine definitely paid off on Sunday. Dustin Jarrett told us last week, to kind of watch out for Davenport and RTJ, kind of all event long at the Wild West Shootout, and I'd say he hit the nail right on the head. After 2 nights, each has a win and each has a second-place finish. I know these aren't full field races for the Outlaws or Lucas or something like that, but they are absolutely stacked nonetheless. I don't want to turn this kind of into an overreaction Monday, but both Davenport and Thornton look like they could be really tough in 2021. The Wild West Shootout goes quiet now for the next 2 days, with action picking back up at Arizona Speedway on Wednesday. In other late model racing over the weekend, Georgia's Michael Page grabbed his 5th straight Ice Bowl win at Talladega Short Track in Alabama. If you don't know, the short track is actually right across the street from Talladega Superspeedway. Page grabbed the $6,000 win over Sam Seawright, Dallas Cooper, Randy Weaver, and Dylan Tidmore. We talked a few times in recent weeks about Brock Zierfoss' trip down under, and he capped it off on Saturday with 2 wins at the Perth Motorplex, and he grabbed the Western Australia Speed Week Championship. Saturday's program at Perth included dual sprint car features, and Zierfoss won both to go along with his win earlier in the week at Ellenbrook Speedway. The 3 wins in 6 races and the fact that he never finished worse than 3rd was good enough to see him win the championship and earn an additional $7,500. Zierfoss will now head back to the States and get ready for his rookie season with the World of Outlaws. He also plans on attending the All-Star Circuit of Champions event at Screven Motor Speedway in Georgia at the end of January. Today is the first day for competitors at the Chili Bowl Nationals. The building is open already with practice getting underway at 10 a.m. Eastern. Monday used to be a full day of practice with everyone getting 2 sessions. They'd run everybody through in the morning, they'd rework the track at lunchtime, and then reverse the field and then run everybody through again in the afternoon. But now with the event expanding to Monday, to include Monday as a prelim, everyone gets 1 session now in the morning. The heat race draw for Monday's entrance is at 3 p.m. Eastern with hot laps at 6 and heat races at 7. Monday night's field includes 61 cars on the preliminary entry list and includes Tyler Courtney, Cannon McIntosh, Chris Wyndham, David Gravel, Carson Macedo, CJ Leary, Ryan Bernal, Chase Briscoe, Tim McCready, Jerry Coons Jr., and a whole lot more. Last week, we talked about on the show, I built a ranking system for Chili Bowl competitors and submitted a pool pick sheet for Lonnie Wheatley's pool using just that ranking system. For each group, I picked the highest ranked driver on the listings, regardless kind of my feeling or opinion about it. In groups where there are drivers that have never competed, I basically just left those drivers out. They were not picked. So, for example, since Chase Elliott hasn't raced before, he couldn't be selected. With no data on those drivers, I think it's kind of the simplest way to handle them. Just not choosing them, just kind of leaving them out completely. Using this ranking system in the Platinum group between Bell, Larson, and Rico, I've got Christopher Bell selected. And then for tonight's pool selections, the sheet has Cannon McIntosh in Group 1, Blake Hahn in Group 2, Jerry Coons Jr. in in Group 3, Sean McClelland in Group 4, David Prickett in Group 5, Cody Hayes in Group 6, and Brett Wilson in Group 7. The week-long pick for the at-large group is Chris Roseland. For tonight, the biggest driver not available to pick, I think, is Carson Macedo, being as how he's never raced at the Chili Bowl before. The biggest value pick of the night based on the rankings seems to be Jerry Coons Jr. in Group 3. He's been a prelim night feature starter for every year of racing available in the DIRTRACKR.com database, and the rankings actually had him 13th. On the flip side, the Blake Hahn pick in Group 2 is the lowest ranked Group 2 pick all week at 38th. As for the DIRTRACKR.com analytics section prediction formula, I've got a week-long prediction for the driller, and we have nightly predictions as well. Tried a few different runs of the formula, kind of some different math, taking a look at some different things, kind of counting things differently, kind of in each run. Christopher Bell is the overwhelming favorite for the Golden Driller on Saturday night. Tonight's win prediction also had a clear favorite, and that is Kenan McIntosh. There is some debate about picks later in the week, kind of depending on the different runs I did. We'll talk about those each day moving forward. So now you know the Dirt Tracker pool picks for tonight, and you've got predictions from the data. Let me know your thoughts on the picks on social media or in the comments below if you're watching the videos. We'll continue picks all week and break down the selections, how the selections did each night once we kind of get results and know the kind of rankings each night from Lonnie Wheatley. So a lot more to come on the Chili Bowl through the week. There was some news this morning in the streaming world with the announcement of MAVTV Plus. Effective immediately, Lucas Oil Racing TV is now MAVTV Plus, and the transition should be seamless for those current subscribers. Current subscribers will get 2 months added to their current plans. The C mains, B mains, and feature on Saturday from the Chili Bowl will be the first races available on the rebranded service. New subscribers will get 60 days free, and Saturday's Chili Bowl action will also be live streamed on the MAVTV Facebook page for free as part of the announcement. The platform will continue to be the home to ARCA, GNCC, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Pro Pulling League, ASCS Sprint Cars, and GT4 America. A year-long subscription is $99.99, while a monthly pass is $6.99. To see more info on the announcement, you can visit mavtv.com. This announcement's kind of big news for all of those race fans who are trying to figure out how to watch Saturday's late Chili Bowl action. When coverage concludes following the D-Mains on Flow Racing, you can either switch over now to MAVTV Plus or the MAVTV Facebook page. It should be pretty easy, and it's free for those people that don't have MAVTV as part of their cable packages. Later today, I've got the next episode of Dirt Tracker Conversations dropping. This one features sprint car and midget competitor Kevin Thomas Jr. He was fresh off some solid runs at the Tulsa Shootout when we spoke. We talked Shootout, Chili Bowl, his kind of difficult 2020 season, what's coming for 2021, and more. You'll be able to find that episode in this podcast feed and the Dirt Tracker YouTube channel. There are 3 items on the streaming schedule today. Flow Racing has their 24/7 live channel rolling with past USAC races, and tonight is night 1 of the Chili Bowl Nationals, like we mentioned. Dirt Vision is streaming round number 8 of the iRacing World of Outlaws Sprint Car World Championship. That can be watched free at 9 p.m. Eastern. To see the full daily schedule along with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Monday. I hope you get a chance to enjoy a little Chili Bowl action tonight. You can find Dirt Tracker Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe and leave a review. You can also watch the show every day on YouTube and Facebook. Those likes and subscribes on YouTube are appreciated as well. Email this show at info@dirttracker.com. I check those every single day if you want to drop me an email. You can follow Dirt Tracker on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Dirt Tracker. That's DIRTRACKR. You can check out the website for all kinds of cool dirt racing stuff by visiting DIRTRACKR.com, and you can follow me personally on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.